I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Here we go. Send request.
Got you. All right.
All right.
I think that's the fastest we've gotten on.
Oh my
on
God.
Instagram.
I know. Did we just like
this
nail
is a
this?
record.
This
We're
is the
like
last one we're
prepared.
doing, too.
It's amazing what an extra 5 minutes will do for you.
Oh, it only took how many lives?
Right? Happy Sunday, everyone.
I know. Happy Sunday. A week
this
from
time next
today.
I know. I was just going to say.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm in such a good mood lately. Like, I have 4 weddings this week, and I don't even care. I'm just like, I mean, I do care about the weddings, of course, but I'm like, it's no big deal.
I know. I'm like pumped, excited. Just you have no idea. Oh my God, all of the above. So Gina, seriously, like how stinking excited are you? So I went to find a bigger suitcase, and then I realized I already have 2 big ones. You know, it doesn't come any bigger than that. So dang it. Any case,
Yeah, who was it? Oh gosh.
somebody posted that enormous. Yes.
Ken Center posted his gigantic suitcase, and I was like, hey, you could probably, like, put the little people that are next to the suitcase in the suitcase, and they could just hand you your shoes.
Well, I send them a message saying, can I get the link to that where you got that from?
Right? I need the Amazon link, please. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, so it's just, oh my God.
I'm waving at all these people. Welcome, you guys. This is our last Sunday before we are, I think, live at Symposium. Because I'll be coming in on the 3rd in the evening. And so, you know, we're going to start fresh Monday morning. We'll be there live with a really awesome produced show for you. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I can't believe it's
This is our
literally
last
a week
little
away.
behind the scenes. I know, it's crazy.
Yes.
So our last little behind the scenes, impromptu, scheduled on our own situations here.
Right.
So today, you guys, there are still workshops available. So if you have not signed up for a workshop, please sign up for a workshop. We'll kind of go over what's available and what's not.
Yeah.
Mine, our Florvana one is still available if you're interested. It's going to be really awesome. But we'll talk more about that. I don't want to just plug my own. So, but you know,
Plug. No, but it's going to be such a good
partial.
one. No, you know what, Gina?
It's going to be really great.
Let's talk about that one first. You know, it doesn't matter,
talk about
right?
it, since-
There's no
since I'm
specific
here and
orders. Yes.
Right.
Take it away, girl. Talk to us
So,
about your workshop, because I'm actually really excited, because there's going to be A4 of you teaching from 4 different angles and perspectives, and it's all about branding.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
So take it away.
So you guys know with Florvana, we really like upped our technology game for COVID, basically. So what we're going to be teaching in this workshop is how to maintain that growth, how to move forward with that growth, and you know, if you haven't gotten to that level yet of where you are online and doing video and taking amazing pictures and knowing where your content is, you know, like building out that schedule, you're going to want to really come and attend. If that's a struggle for you, we can help you make it easier. And that's the point of that workshop, is to be always growing, finding easier ways, you know, repurposing your content to make it work harder for you. I'm going to be talking a lot about content buckets, and I don't want to give too much away because that's kind of the main stage program as well. But it's going to be a lot of making things easier for yourself, and we're going to show you those tips and tricks. So definitely want to come. Like she said, there's 4 of us teaching, so you're going to get a little bit from Sean, you're going to get a little bit from me, you're going to get some amazing like photography tips from Ursula. If you have not seen her Instagram, it is rocking. I mean, like, it is on point. She is so good at Instagram. And then if you struggle with going live, if you have nerves, if you don't want to show your face on camera, we have the amazing Rebecca. And she is near and dear. We're actually going to go shopping tomorrow for Symposium together. But Rebecca is amazing at going live. I mean, it's one of those things, like, whatever happens, happens. And it's your authentic self. people want to see that. So just turn on the camera. She goes live every single Tuesday, you guys. And she also has another job. She's a flight attendant. So, going live for her, sometimes it's not always convenient, but she gets it done and it's consistent. And I am so proud of her for keeping it consistent because it's hard. But once you get in the habit, it's making a habit of doing these little tasks. And that's the key too.
Yeah.
So, that's what the workshop's going to be about. I highly, highly recommend it because I'm going to be there. It is super early though, you guys, like 7 a.m. So we're definitely going to have coffee together, and we'll definitely we'll be taking coffee selfies. So if you're into coffee selfies and hanging out, learning about branding and keeping technology up in your brand, we're here for you for that. So
Yep.
Sign up.
Well, I want to add to that, Gina. So you were kind of like really modest about this. I can say this for a fact. Every single person that I came across that is a creative, that is a designer, is really good in creating amazing designs and whatever, but really not good at when it comes to sharing, right? We all kind of like stall when it comes to that, and consistency is, the key, and that is the thing that lacks a lot of the times. So I think what you guys are offering is there's not enough conversation about it, honestly. In the industry as a whole, what you guys are offering is how to streamline things, how to simplify things, how to use technology to your advantage, to the best to your abilities, right? Pre-scheduling, or creating your however long content, month-long content that makes sense for you. Again, doing it so that there's not a lot of pressure. It's so much easier said than done, but if you actually put a couple hours of work on the front end, your next month and a half to 2 to 3 looks so much better. Like I'm so excited. And I know you're not going to say this, so I'm actually going to mention this. Gina, you're actually going to do this content creation workshop coming up in September as well. You know what? We should come back and do a separate live about it. I don't want to, this is not the platform for this, but I think, this is where you're really strong at, right? Batching, batching content. Yes, batching content, you guys.
That retreat is also kind of a, it's a little selfish because I just really want to get that done for myself too, and I figure I'm doing it, so why don't we do it together? But we'll have more information.
Yeah, we'll come back about that later. But this is exciting. Yeah, if this is something that you personally struggle with, my God, you cannot afford not to be there, I think, so yes. So Gina, I had to print the brochure because there's so much going on. I'm like, I'm going to forget all of this. It's the last live we're doing before we're actually going live behind the scenes. So let's just cover it all. So I'm going to go through the workshops that are available still, okay? Because the ones that are sold out, they're wonderful. I'm sorry, we've talked about it. We told you lost the opportunity. Going through the next one. Right, they're gone. So I have Emil Yanis, and that's on July 4th. So if you're going to be there early for testing purposes or volunteering purposes, you can still have fun. You can still carve out a little bit of time to go and do something for yourself. These workshops could definitely be one of those. So Emil Yanis is doing, it's called Emergence. So Gina, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Emergence is, let me get down here really quick. I'm going to show you guys. So Emil, if you have not looked up Emil's stuff, he is amazing. He does like a lot of ceramic sculptures, art with ceramics. So you will actually, I think, be getting to take home a vase, like a vessel that is, I'm not sure if he's making the vessels for the class or if, I don't think you guys are making one on site because that would be like you have there's a lot that goes into making those things. But Emil is, he's an amazing artist. You need to check out his Instagram too, by the way. Anahit tagged him. He is Emil Janos. I'm posting this. Yeah, Emil Janos Design on Instagram. He's been posting a lot of reels and like behind the scenes of his process. And so it's not only the fact that you guys, like, we design with flowers, but you have to consider the fact that there's also usually a vase or a container or a vessel that is part of that design. And he is so good at telling a story through those vessels to coordinate with your design. So understanding like the form, the texture, the details, he's going to show you like how you can absorb this into the creative process of picking your ceramic art, your pieces for your designs. It's going to be really cool. I love how he blended this with not only like floral, but it's, you know, he's building it along with like the ceramic, the whole gamut of what your arrangement is, right? So I think that's a really, really great one. It's sponsored by our Gold Elite partner, Greenfield and Company. So I just want to, you know, shout out to the sponsors of these events as well. Not only are they providing this education for you, but it's they donate a lot of product to making this symposium happen. So
Absolutely.
emergence with Emil, get on it, sign up. He's going to show you some really cool ceramic stuff, and I am really excited to see what he brings to Symposium.
Yeah.
So
me too.
That's a good one.
I'm pumped about that one. So excited.
Yeah,
I'm there
right?
early.
It sounds really cool. Like these descriptions don't really, I mean, they do them justice, but like knowing what this is going to be, I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Well, this is why we're doing what we're doing, right? We want to, you know, talk about this. By the way, I've tagged all 4 of you presenters for your particular workshop and main stage presentation. I just tagged Emil. I don't have everyone's Instagrams. I've been trying to get everybody, and some people are kind of hard to find. But the ones that I have, I am going to post. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is going to be by James Lucas, and this is the Triangular Chaos. I know he's teaching a number of them, but this is the one that is available right now. So, Gina, do you want to, decode this one a little bit more?
Sure. So if you have been a designer for a while, you know that triangles and thirds and that sort of thing are the backbone, basically, of pretty much like life, all design, everything. So James is going to walk you through creating an understructure with the technique of an armature combined with the strength of the triangular shape, because we all know that like triangles are really the strongest base that you could ever have, right? So he's going to show you how to build an armature that is like sculptural and functional, so you have a little bit of both worlds there, providing a unique opportunity for adding flowers in many different ways. So you're going to be learning how to make a really, really great armature, like something strong that's going to hold up, and you can build off of. So that sounds like a really cool class. I think, I made a triangular shaped bouquet before in a class a long time ago. I think it was with Arthur Williams, and it was cool. It was really cool. So I'm curious to see how this structure is going to be made. Very curious about that one.
Yeah.
And that one is sponsored by our Diamond Elite partners, Syndicate Sales. Shout out to Syndicate Sales. That's going to be a really, really cool class, I think. Yeah.
That's awesome. There's something to be said about solid mechanics when it comes to building armatures and structures and structures and things like that, right? Especially if your design is going to be very kind of a little bit more artistic driven, or perhaps you need that oomph for your floral design to withstand. This is such a valuable skill to always learn if you don't know how to do this, or even to polish it up and learn a new trick or two, because you never know when you're going to use this. I mean, seriously, my like this mechanic chops when it comes to this kind of stuff really happens when there's this like last minute craziness happens on site, when your arch just falls backwards or whatever. And I've had it all, and you just kind of like, you have to kind of think fast on your feet. So these are really valuable skills to learn.
Yeah, these are the skills that you put in your little floral toolbox, your little mental toolbox up here that you keep. Yeah, definitely the ones you want to put in there. So that's going to be a really good one if you want to like figure those mechanics out.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be great.
Yeah. So on my list, Gina, next class was yours, but I want to circle back to that, not only because it was awesome, it's awesome, and you really need to do it even 7 o'clock in the morning. Come on. Who doesn't want to talk about brand at 7 o'clock in the morning with coffee? But I wanted to mention the sponsor that we didn't mention, because I think we kind of like brushed right over top of it.
So it was because I just started doing
it.
Okay, so our sponsor for that one is Floreology, and that is powered by BloomNet. Really great. I mean, they are they're on the forefront of floral
Education.
technology as well, to education.
Yeah.
Floriology is a fantastic school, and I can't say more good things about them. They've been so supportive with our, not only our stage show, because they are sponsoring the stage show as well, but for this workshop. And there are going to be a lot of bonuses for this workshop. So, check out the app. We've already put a lot of the little videos up there. So if you are interested, there's a lot of stuff that you can get for free from the Florvana side of stuff. So we're definitely, we hold our technology close, and we're going to be really doing a lot of stuff as bonus materials too. So if you need some stuff to get you started and you don't know where to start, that's a really good place to go. So
awesome.
I know that I will also have like the videos and like a little hands-on workbook as well for that. So, and
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So I do want to circle back and talk about the app, but after let's recap
we'll
this
bookmark
first.
that, because I have some interesting stuff that I did with the app too that I can kind of show you.
Yeah, I love the app, by the way. Anyways, but I don't want to
do like a little
derail
screen
this.
share, and
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Like I opened it up on my desktop and I did some calendar mapping. So I'll show you guys how I did that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So the next one I have is by the Hawaiian team, the lei making class. Aloha! I am so excited about that one. I know, Gina, you're going to be tied up. I promise you lei.
I know.
I'm going to make you lei. I am going to make you lei. I got you covered, girl.
Well, you're going to have to, we're going to have a little session afterwards, right? Like,
Right.
I need to, I have gotten asked so many times to make leis or, anything that kind of like has that nice little weaving technique. Like, I think that is just, that is such a skill, you guys. It's so specific. And, they're going to be going over, I cannot read what they wrote in the the description because I'm not going to butcher it. I'm not going to do it. But basically, like, they're showing you how to make these Hawaiian-style flower crowns if you don't know what a lei is. And they, it's a traditional method. So you're going to be learning what they mean. I'm sure there's different meanings for the florals they use in it. Celebration, love, friendship, honor, and just as a greeting, they do all of these things. It is very much part of their culture, and I think it's going to be a really cool thing to learn. So
and you get to walk away with it.
Yes,
you get to wear it out. Yeah.
Yes. And that one is sponsored by Neotropica, and that is our Hawaiian grown flowers. So if you need a box of Hawaiian grown flowers, hit them up. Like their product's fabulous. I know. I've ordered boxes from them before. We get boxes from them from the growers market here in Seattle as well, and it's always quality stuff. That's where the tropicals come from over here. So
nice. Yeah. That's nice. Well, I want to give them a shout out also because they're also sponsoring our Ruth Chat lives as we're going to do the streamings live on site starting next week. So shout out to them. I'm very excited. I actually have not used their products. I'm dying to get my hands on that.
It's really such good products. They have the coolest stuff too. Like, I got that mixed box when they did that competition a year or so ago. Because I competed in that, and it was really cool. Like just getting a mixed box of stuff. There's stuff in there. I'm like, what is this? And I had to like email them back and like, hey, what is the name of this like specific color of this anthurium? Like and they have a great website, you guys. Lots of like pictures and names if you're curious as to what color that anthurium, like what is the variety. All sorts of cool roots and vines and tropical leaves and just really fun stuff. It was great.
Awesome. Well, so the next three workshops that we're going to talk about are with the Enhanced Education or the Foundation, I guess I should say. But I call them the fancy workshops. I call them the workshops that you do not want to miss, you guys, because these are people that are flying the ocean. Some of them actually a couple, I think, to get here to this event. And they're also doing this exclusive workshops. Not exclusive. It's not going to be just you and the teacher. It's going to be quite a few people there. It is a master class, but it is one of a kind opportunity, because for you to be able to go and study with these people, or perhaps take a workshop with these people, oftentimes you have to travel to either Australia or Europe to be able to do so, and it ends up costing a lot more, and they're much more expensive than it really what it is, through the
Yeah, we're
foundation.
kind of getting a really good bonus. Like, you guys, if there's any, like, if you have any desire to learn from these amazing international designers, they're all going to be here. Like, they will be here with us in Vegas. So, you don't have to fly to Australia. Like she said, I mean, how it would cost you so much money just to get over there.
Yeah.
On top of taking a workshop from them, which, I mean, is amazing. Like, I highly promote, like, go over there, go see what you can. But, if you are a little limited for your budget or funds for education, this is a really good way to build up that international design knowledge by
absolutely
soaking it all up. Like, just soak it all up, you guys.
Right. So one is going to be with Hanneke Frankema, and then Max Vendes Lewis, and then Joe Massey. So those are all happening. I believe on the 8th, and yes, after the symposium is over, if you are flying the next day, especially, you're already going to be there. Honestly, unfortunately, you cannot sign up for all of them. You have to choose one or the other, but either one is going to be fantastic. I would highly recommend it. And then the next day is the actual master, session that is happening with Bart Hassam, all the way from Australia. He's also the finale, closing the symposium, and I cannot tell you how amazing this man is when it comes to design, execution, way of thinking and explaining, and just all of these. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. I also am going to say there's Scott Shepard did a podcast with him. I want to say it was maybe a year and a half ago or so. I don't remember exact date. I'm sure you'll find it on his podcast. It's such a great conversation, honestly. Like, after listening to him talk, especially, I was like, oh my God, like, he's such a wealth of knowledge, really. And I have to say hi to my brother. He just popped up.
No.
Something to be said with family, when they support you. What can I say?
That's awesome. So why don't we talk a little bit about, I mean, like she said, with these three, with Hanneke's, Max's, and Joseph's, you're going to have to choose because they're kind of all in the same time frame. But so Hanneke's is the evolution of shapes in a frame bouquet.
Yep.
So if you have not seen her work, oh my, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we are so lucky to have her husband.
Absolutely.
Nico is photographing at Symposium, you guys. Like, I am so excited about this. Her photos on her Instagram are just to die for. So she's going to be showing you an avant-garde technique for bouquet making with a frame. She has so much intricacy in her work, and it's beautiful. So it's going to be a really cool one. That one is also sponsored by Smithers Oasis, and they are also sponsoring Max's, which is the evolution of shapes in a wedding design. This one is going to go over the diverse, shapes of a bouquet. So you can learn from a Dutch master how to do a really cool European bouquet. They have so many other trends and stuff that we don't quite have here, and it's just so cool because some of that stuff kind of trickles down, and if you don't know how to do it, you're never going to know how to do it, because these people, they are the masters of trends in floral design.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then Joseph Massey is going to be teaching the art of craftsmanship. So kind of building your style with a bridal bouquet is what he's focusing on for this one, I believe. It looks like, the attention to detail, building a bouquet that suits your personal brand. I know I have a style. Anahit, I'm sure you are. I'm very versatile because we've both really taken our education very seriously.
Right.
But I can do any style, but I definitely do have a trending,
the go-to,
the go-to. This is how my bouquets usually look. And if you've done them after a while, you start to get into that mode. And I think Joseph is going to show you what works best for you and how to build that and make it really tailored.
Oh, absolutely. One other thing I want to say about all three of them, actually, all four of them, really, they are not only coming in from a very different perspective, right? Kind of more of the European slash. Bart Hassan actually has a lot of Asian influence in his design as well, which is like you can see it in his aesthetics, right? It's beautiful, very artistic and architectural. And all of these designers actually have competed on multiple fronts, okay, in multiple ways and places, have acolytes, beyond I don't know what. I mean, I know Haneke is, I think, competing in the Europa Cup this year or next year. I think she's actually planning on that. I know Bart won World Cup, come on, among Asia Cup and Euro and all of these things, right? I mean, it's just like, it's, man's a genius.
Incredible.
And Joe Massey, yes, hang on.
He was the youngest?
He is the youngest person who got did the fastest and did 5 consecutive gold medals at Chelsea Flower Show. Yeah. While he was nobody really in a realm of flowers, no one knew him. I interviewed Joe Massey. I love him. Just do. He's hilarious. He's funny. He's amazing. Go listen to the podcast.
I don't know if he remembers who I am. I took a workshop with him and
did you?
Way back in the day. This was before we did EMC. Actually, I was studying for EMC, and he was just he's such a fun guy.
He's such a joy. One thing I can say, there's a story he's telling. He's like, I showed up to my very first Chelsea Flower Show competition, and I was carrying my things through the metro in an IKEA bag. Well, he calls it an IKEA, but sure. IKEA bag, and I'm laughing my butt off because I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I show up and there's every other designer there has an entourage and people who carry their things or whatever. And that's just, so he came from there and like literally wiped the competition with this breath of fresh air. So yes, again, I mean, not to miss for sure. All right. So
hold on. His program is sponsored by Ball. I want to make sure that we get everybody's sponsors talked about because they are a very important part of it. So Ball, amazing products. Check them out. I'm not sure what their website is, but I know that there's probably a link to it on our website here. So,
every sponsor is listed on the app, right? So you guys can actually, so maybe Gina, we should kind of talk about the app a little bit. They've done they've done a wonderful job with this app. I kind of love this.
If you have not logged in yet, check it out.
Yeah. It made it really simple. Yeah.
So I can show you. I'm on the website right now, but let me log into the app. And
so while you're logging in, here's what I can, while Gina's logging in, here are the things that you can do through the app, right? Not only you can actually put your information in there, so if you want to connect with somebody, it makes it so much easier. You can actually immediately connect with people that are at the symposium, if you don't have anybody's phone number, but like, hey, let's meet up for lunch or whatever, exchange contacts made it so much easier. There are a bunch of meetup rooms that already have been created, so you can actually join any of those meetup groups and things like that. You can find out the entire agenda, the floor map where everything is happening, and you can create your own agenda. You can add these things to your calendar. I mean, and every sponsor is listed. Yeah.
I was just thinking I would share it with you guys.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It pops up my calendar. So I'm not, maybe not, because I have all of my calendar. I can't make it private. So, but
it's super simple though. Yeah.
It is so simple. So you basically go down to your profile on the app. I found it a lot easier to do on the computer. So I'm going to get this all done before we go. What you can do is go to your agenda. It says my agenda, basically. You can go through and go to the full agenda and add all of these things to your agenda. So hey, I wanted to add a reminder that, I have to go to this community meeting. You can add it to your agenda. Or the PFDE session, I can add that to my agenda so I can make sure to cheer them on.
Right.
Or any of the main stage programs or the workshops, they're all listed so you can add it to your own calendar. And I think it connects with, Outlook, Google Calendar, and iCalendar. So every calendar. Yeah. So that is going to be really cool. So we don't even really need the paper anymore that says all the little schedule on it. You can just come in here and make it completely your own, because I know with a lot of those little calendar things, you're like having to search through and look through. This just pops up everything in your own spot. Yeah. It's really cool.
And you can set reminders too, to kind of give you heads up, like 10-minute heads up, 30-minute heads up, or whatever. That way, if you're having
and getting a good seat,
well, especially if you're like, I mean, there's going to be so much going on. If you're hanging out with a friend that you haven't seen for 2 years, right, for obvious reasons, time gets away. Time does get away. So it'll be nice to have that quick reminder saying, hey, remember, you got to go. And then you can then make a choice if you're going to go and do this thing or you're going to continue hanging out, So, yeah, I think the app actually, they've done a really nice job with it. I was very pleasantly surprised.
Same. Yeah, it's going to be really great. It's a really nice tool, and I'm glad we have it. So
absolutely.
Also, you're going to be able to find the bonuses from the workshops and the presenters' websites. Anything that has to do with that presentation will be in the app as well. So make sure to check that out. I know with our Florvana team, we are putting a lot of content available for you guys in the app, like, the free little videos, stuff like that. You can head there, watch those while you have a free minute, and it's going to be really great.
That sounds great. Fantastic. All right. So, do we have time to talk about the main stage presenters, or I'm not sure. I can't see the time on my end.
We are at 31 minutes, so totally up to you. I don't know how long we want to go today.
I mean, we can briefly recap them at least, if you want.
Sure, let's do it.
So I'll say let's pick up like the main days, right? So there's 3 main days that are the opening and the closing and so on. So I would say let's just talk about those. So July 6th is where sort of the official big hurrah, welcome everybody happens, right? So from 9 a.m. bright and early, but remember 7 o'clock there's workshops, okay? So you'll be nice and awake. You'll be nice and awake by 9 o'clock. So the first main stage presentation is by Keith White, and it is all about trends, right? So it's kind of a nice, really good kickstart to the program, I think. I can't see the sponsor. Oh, I see the sponsor right here. Cut Flowers? Is the sponsor? Okay. Fantastic. Yes. Anything that you would want to add to that, Gina?
Yeah, let me get over to the page where it has them. Sorry, I'm looking online, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I went old-fashioned. I have a printout. Well, all my devices are connected to this live shoot right now.
I know, right? You're like, wait, I can't. There's not any more computer space.
I know.
All right, so you are on the 6th, right? Let's see.
And it's Keith White.
Yes, in between all this, you guys, the PFDE is happening. The fireworks. You're gonna have the FTD America's Cup is happening. There's so many things happening before the event as well. We're going to go, we covered a lot of that stuff earlier with these sessions, but we're going to talk about the actual designs here. Okay, so American Floral Trends. It's with Keith White. Yep. So it's sponsored by FTD and Cal Flowers. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be one to watch. There's going to be some really great flowers for that one. I don't exactly know what trends he's going to be talking about, so that should be a surprise. It's going to be very interesting to see what he has to say about the floral trends and how they're going to be changing and stuff like that. So,
And he's done quite a bit of work with that, with an American Trend Society, so this is not just
you guys
some person coming in and talking about it. Yeah, he's coming with a lot of knowledge.
He knows.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, then the next one we have is Dr. Solomon Leong from the Society of Chinese Members of AIFD, and it's called Reincarnation, the name of the program. So, just from the description, it sounds very interesting and invigorating. I'm kind of curious to see how this one is going to unfold, right? We're going to go from Germany. Go ahead.
Have you met Solomon?
No, I have not. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, he's so cool.
Yeah.
Just the stuff that he does is just it's amazing. He definitely has a really, really great style, and I'm very excited to see. He's sponsored by Accent Decor, so you guys, like, this is really going to be. We're starting out with American floral trends, and we're moving through like more trends. I cannot wait to see what Accent Decor brings and how he uses
my God.
these pieces.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, he kind of brings together the East and the West, and very cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I love his work. I mean, I've seen his stuff on Instagram, and he teaches a lot too. So he's very much accredited, and he knows his stuff. So
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I've seen his work. I just don't know him at all. So I'm kind of very curious and excited to get to know him. So then you guys start next with where do we grow from here? So I'm excited. I really am excited about your program. I think we've talked about your workshop, and your workshop is going to be offshoot of the program, really, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be the workshop is definitely just it's a deeper dive into what we're talking about on stage. Because, on stage we have 45 minutes between 4 people, and we're not going to really get to deep dive into stuff, but we are going to talk about the best ways to grow your brand, to continue to grow your brand, to stay, in touch with your clients and really give them the extra mile, and live streaming and all that good stuff. We're going to try and pack that into 45 minutes. So it's going to be tough. And, I've been practicing and rehearsing and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's definitely, there's a method to this, and keeping up with that method, we try to make it as simple as possible. So everybody can do this. There's no excuse not to get on a live. There's no excuse to not be posting to Instagram. It's just, we live in a different era, you guys, and it needs to be embraced. Technology is not here. It's not going away. So the more you can embrace video in your business, the better. So
I agree. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So the next bit is going to be, it's called Pulse, Exploring Rhythm and Floral Design. And this one actually is so unique. There are going to be 15 people presenting this one. This is a Teleflora educational input or trademark, if you will. I don't even know how to describe this.
I'm curious to see how this is going to go down. Like, it's going to be really interesting. These are all just like amazing designers, and I can't wait to see the education that Teleflora puts out is top notch. They are a really good team, and they're sponsored by Teleflora, of course, because it's Teleflora's show. I'm really excited to see what they come up with. These people, I don't know if they're going to be each given like a little piece of it, or if they're going to collaborate on something. I'm really curious to see how that goes down.
What I envision? However it all unfolds during the program, I envision all 15 of them to show up with the We Are the World kind of, so I'm just joking. I don't know.
Holding hands.
Right, something. Okay, I'm looking at the names. There's literally only 3 people here that I haven't seen presentations by. Everybody else I have either attended a workshop, taken a workshop, worked backstage with, or good friends with. So I'm like dying excited. And there's such versatility.
I think there's only, I actually know all of these people, but I've been in AIFD a little bit.
Right. There's only 2 people that I do not know personally, and 3 that I haven't seen them present. Everybody else, again, I have cross paths in some shape or form, backstage or on stage or behind the scenes or taking a workshop. And again, there's so much versatility here.
There's a lot of talent in that little.
Yeah.
That's going to be really cool.
It really is. And honestly, every single one of these people kind of encompass pretty much the entire industry together, from wedding to retail to everything else in between, I think. So I'm excited. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting and a really good one. So, well, the next one is another one that's, is there one that we're not excited about? I cannot. Sorry. We're just really excited. And hi to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, hi Puerto Rico. All right.
I'm
so
just
this
seeing
one,
like Roots to
it
Bloom
goes
is
right
next.
into Root to Bloom. Yeah. So this is going to be on the main stage. And this
Yes.
is, again, we've talked about Root to Bloom. If you have not submitted in a person for that, like reach out. I know that on the website at aifd.org, I think there's a place to submit your story, which we really want to hear because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be crying during this one. This one's probably going to make me cry.
Yes. Yes.
It's going to
yes,
be really
yes.
cool to see all those people that don't get the spotlight get a chance to shine. Or, maybe if they do get the spotlight, maybe it's a very well-deserved spotlight.
Yes.
And
Yes.
some appreciation for giving back to the floral industry and teaching and being part of it. So lifting other people up. That's what this one is about. Helping other people get their roots and bloom. So
Yep.
it's going to be really cool.
Absolutely. I'm dying to see who are going to be the people that are going to be nominated. And yes, it is. This is going to be very uplifting and very excited about this. So then, of course, another main stage presentation that's happening afterwards is America's Cup, happening live, on air,
So
on
cool.
stage. You know,
We're going to be there to see it all.
it's going to be nail biter. This one is going to be nail biter for sure because again, there's some people competing, and I don't know who to root for. I'm kind of rooting for everybody. I know that's not going to be possible, but I know
It's going to be great.
Yeah, that it really is. I mean, it's going to be fantastic. All right, I think that kind of concludes that day, right, Gina? So day 2, which is July 7.
You got the morning workshops. Those are in the morning.
Yep.
7th, the 7th is a big powerhouse day. This one is going to be, this is like the heavy hitting day.
If you're doing one day, do that day.
This is the day, you guys. So we open, of course, with Mr. Joseph Massey. He's opening and he's teaching radical creativity. So, a lot of like bringing forward theory, principles, and elements, and, the golden ratio. That's, if you guys don't know about that, it's very pivotal to learn. It will explode your mind. So this is really going to be a very interesting stage program. I'm looking forward to that. We do have an Instagram question really quick. For those of you at home, how can we watch the America's Cup? I do believe we have some live streaming happening during the event. You can check that out at aifd.org. I know that tickets are still for sale for live streaming. If you want to catch any of this stuff in the comfort of your own home, because you can't make it to Vegas this year, we have the ticket for you. You can definitely go find that at aifd.org. We do have live streaming happening. So
and I would highly recommend watching that. And also follow me and Gina as well, because we're gonna continuously do backstage lives. Obviously, we're not gonna stream the whole thing. They're gonna be interviews and snippets. But yes, for sure.
It'll just be a little show like this. Of course, way more better produced because Colin's amazing.
Sure.
And we have support from the HNFA, the Hawaii Neotropical Flowers. And so we're going to be very polished and professional when we get there. So, I think, the little behind the scenes stuff, we're going to be trying to snag interviews and doing all that kind of stuff. But if you do want to catch the full stage shows online, you can buy tickets to that.
Yeah.
Which I think I'm going to buy for my mom because she can't come.
Oh.
So I want her to be able to watch our little show. So,
Well, for those of you who are going to be home doing this from home, have a little bit of watch party with your co-fellow designers in your area. I mean, that would be kind of fun. Why not? Yeah.
I think so.
So then second main stage for that day is Sue McCleary. I'm pretty sure every single one of you know that name. Sue's a good friend. I just absolutely love her. She has such a good stage presence. She's a wonderful speaker, a great educator. She has a lot to give. So I feel like I watched everything Sue has done at this point, just about. So I'm very curious to see what this one is going to bring. So I don't have any secrets to this program. All I can tell you is she's awesome. You should watch
I don't know exactly what she's going to do, but I know that she's been doing a lot, stretching the limits with her designs, playing with flowers, you guys. Like, I love watching her play with her flowers. It's like, it's so satisfying to see the crazy little things she does and comes up with on Instagram. So I'm kind of hoping that she does a few little cool tricks like that. It's just fun to see. Like, you know, chefs play with their food. Like, we should definitely be playing with our flowers and stretching the limits to that.
Absolutely.
So she's sponsored by Floral Supply Syndicate and Mayish for that one. I did not mention that Joseph Massey's program is sponsored by Alexander Farms, and Greenfield & Co. and Meringue Park. Maranges Park. I'm sorry.
Maranges Park. Yeah, I'm sorry.
We reshared. They had a ticket that somebody won, and it was really cool to reshare that. So
that's nice.
Shout out to them for doing that. Thing. Yep. We all know Alexander Farms. They are the gold star in Garden Roses. Sorry, words aren't coming out very well right now. But they are.
When you see a rose and your chin drops to the floor, it's mostly garden rose. A lot of times at Alexander Farm. Not always, but a lot of times. They really take what they do seriously, and it's amazing. So
that's on the bucket list to go to that farm. I think
I know, we should make a trip.
I think we need to do that.
I know. Well, I've been invited. I just haven't made a trip. So do you want to come with?
I will. Yes, we should discuss further.
Let's go to Colombia. All right. I know. So the next program is called Evolving Shapes and Design, and this is by Max Vendis Lewis and Hanneke Frankema. And again, I mean, if you follow their work, I mean, it is very architectural, European, you know, just amazing, very intricate designs. So I'd love to see the duo, you know, creating this. So yes.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And they're exploring the journey from 2D to 3D in various forms. So I'm very curious to see, like, you know, it blew my mind. Somebody a long time ago did something that was like, you turn it one way and it's 2D, and then you turn it the other way and it's just like 3-dimensional. And I can't remember whose design that was. I will have to look into that. But that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I'm feeling like they're going to do something that just kind of makes your mind go, what? Like, what?
Right. I'm ready.
Yeah, definitely want to catch that one. And then later on, of course, we have our amazing awards and induction. So that's not main stage. Well, the induction is main stage, but the dinner afterwards is going to be fabulous. And I will be there.
Yep. Ditto. Cannot wait for that. And it's always a good party, too.
Yeah. It is. It's great.
Oh, and the sponsor for their program is Smithers Oasis, it seems like?
Yes.
Did I? Okay, fantastic. All right. So then we are going into the last day, right? Did I miss anything? Nope. July 8th. There you go.
The induction and induction dinner are going to be done by two very amazing designers. So we have Charlie Groppetti and Haley Morrison, and they are sponsored by the Elite Flower to do this whole stage induction on stage. They usually have some really cool like backdrops and things. And then, of course, the dinner is going to be fabulous. So shout out to them for doing that. That's going to be a really cool thing. And then, yes, we do have the 8th. Let's move on to the 8th.
All right. Sounds awesome. So the 8th is being opened. Let's see. Hang on. I got to list my old-fashioned papers over here. You depend on technology so much. I'm like, it is not swiping. Hold on.
Okay, I have it open on my computer.
Okay, hang on. So
we start out in the morning. We've got Rooted in Creativity, Diversity, and Sustainability.
That's it. There you go.
With Jenny Tabarachi and Stephen Brown. They are sponsored by Syndicate Sales for this. The San Francisco City College is an amazing place. That's where we had our EMC first session. But on top of that, I mean, like, I've always watched what they do there. They are fabulous teachers. They actually have greenhouses on site to not only teach floristry, but also, like, horticulture and a little bit of both. So, yeah, they're going to be teaching some really cool sustainable designs, which is so important. I'm very excited to see what they do. She's always, I mean, Jenny posts on her Instagram, she's always teaching her students, like, super creative ways to just move forward with design. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be really great. And then after that, let's see.
No Guts, No Glory by Katie Pan.
Kate Penn. Mm-hmm. All right. So this one, I think we're talking about digging deep into your creativity, you guys. How many of you have had struggles? Like, all of us have had struggles lately, and it's been so hard to get product. It's been so hard to get containers. It's been so hard to get vases. So this is like no guts, no glory. Like, if you can't make something out of nothing, like, I think we all need a little inspiration on that. So it's going to be really exciting to see. I know I've had to get really creative with a lot of stuff I've been doing, and I'm really excited to see how other people have been handling it. And, hopefully it's going to be, I mean, I know it's going to be amazing, but hopefully there's like some little nuggets that I can pick up, because I mean, we're not through it yet, you guys. Like, it's still, it's still a problem. It's still happening. And if you can't get something shipped in, like, what are you going to do? You have to make it, or you have to figure out how to get creative with it. And so I think she's not only going over that, but she's going to cover some of the business side of it, which I'm excited to see. Like, I feel like we don't do enough of the business end of stuff sometimes. And, we're all here for the gorgeous designs. Right. It's so important to build up the backside of your business, honestly. Like, it doesn't get a lot of attention. So
100%.
Excited 100%. To see how scrappy we can be, you guys. We can do this. I'm very excited about that one. Cool. So then the next one is going to be
Dig Deep. So it's a panel discussion, yes, and quite a panel, actually, right? Laura Welsh, Sarah Bagel. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can. Sorry, Eric. Yeah, he's the one who does a lot with Hawaii. Hawaii
that's right. Yes. Patrick Dalton from Mayish, Tim Farrell. Tim Farrell, I've watched so many educational programs by him. It's unreal. Same with Mandy Majerick. I mean, I feel like every Accent Decor video that she put out, I watched. And some. Sue McClary, we've talked about Joe Massey, we've talked about him already, and it is going to be moderated by Kate Pan. And Kate Pan actually is from SAF. And again, this is not going to be a just pretty flower kind of talk, right? It's going to be logistics. It's going to be
this is going to be it's going to be digging deep on. I mean, like, it's titled very well, you guys. This is the one that we had a call out for. There was like a 7-minute survey. I think it's still available. If you haven't taken that survey, please go take it. It should have been sent to your inbox. So type in AIFD survey if you can't find it in your inbox. But I took the survey, and it's just basically getting a pulse on where we're at in the floral industry. And they're going to be, I think this is a really great one to follow up after Kate's, because
absolutely,
she's basically going to be interviewing these people and asking them and getting our surveys, like any polls or questions that they take from the survey. It's going to be all talked about on stage. And, it's kind of the, well, where do we go from here sort of thing. Like, we're scrappy. Yeah, we're getting it done. But, like, is there going to be any relief, or is there any, like, is there any way to make navigating through this easier? So I think that's going to be one that you don't want to miss.
Oh, 100%.
And we're all going through that right now. So I think just the fact that we've put this stuff in here is going to be amazing. We all, sure, we're there to, like I said, we're there to see the pretty designs and stuff, but, like, this is what's going on right now, and it's very current and very relevant. And, I don't think this has been done at a symposium before.
No, I'm actually, I haven't seen one either, and I've been to a few of them, and honestly, I'm so happy that this is happening, because again, there isn't enough business conversation that happens, through this conferences and things like that. I mean, again, because we're creatives, we naturally gravitate to flowers and things like that. But let's face it, running a business, whether you're just a freelancer and need to find a job, or it's your own business and you're doing it, COVID coma hasn't completely ended yet, and we're still dealing with the side effects, and we're going to be dealing with the side effects for a few years to come. come. This is not going to turn around overnight, right? So, how to navigate through those, I think it's wonderful. And I love the panel because it's so versatile. They are retail florists, wedding florists, growers, wholesalers from a variety of places in the country. Yeah.
Really good 360 view of it, I think.
Yes, 100%. I'm super excited about that too. And then, by the way, I just want to say yes to the scrappiness, absolutely. And yes, I love my paper. Because you know what the best thing about the paper is? At the end of the day, when you're done with it, you just crumble it up and toss it in the trash. Yeah. Nothing better than that.
No, it doesn't.
Recycle. Okay. Yes, recycle it. But the crumbling is really what I'm looking for. All right.
Right.
So the next one is the finale, and it is by Bart Hassam. I feel like we've talked about Bart every single time we had a conversation. It is going to be a jaw-dropping performance. I can tell you that for a fact. And, just, I would say buckle up, brace yourself, join the ride. It's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one's sponsored by... it's presented by FTD World Cup and sponsored by FTD as well. So shout out to them. And we're going to be seeing a lot of what they do and what they support throughout Symposium. So
yes,
very
fantastic.
Cool. Very, very cool. And stay in your seat after that one because we're going to have, we always do the recap. So we're going to recap and then we're going to show some sneak peeks for 2023. So
yeah, I love that, by the way. That's one of my favorite to watch. Just building that anticipation for the next one. Yeah. Cool. We always end on a high note. And of course, if you're taking a workshop right after that, and if you're not, I don't know why you're not, you should sign up and jump right onto that. There's still plenty of time for dinner. And then if you are able to change your flight to, if you're flying early, if you're able to change your flight and extend one day, you're already there, honestly. I would highly recommend taking that class. It is worth it. How much is it, Gina? I think it's, hang on, $3.99. That's it? Yeah, I have it. It's in the printout right here.
I was going to say it's on the foundation website, so you have to go to the foundation website to sign up for that.
Yeah, it's $3.99, which is, let's face it, that's nothing for that level of expertise that you're going to be seeing and learning and anyways.
Yeah. So after that, of course, those workshops are there.
Yes.
And then after that, we have our celebrating our roots dinner. So that's going to be that's when we get to say our goodbyes. But again,
I have to read this note. You two bring me so much joy today. Aww. Thank you.
Thanks. Flower Power from Instagram. Thank you. That's so sweet. I'm
awesome.
glad. We've really been trying to make this behind the scenes, sit down, little chat with us so that, you kind of know what's coming up. And then, of course, we're going to be covering everything live. So I'm really glad that you joined us.
Same.
So that ending night dinner, Mandy is doing the forward for that. I just want to give her a shout out for that. It's going to be amazing. Yay.
Yes.
And she's sponsored by Accent Decor and Margin Par again.
Fantastic. So Gina, next Sunday, I think I'm going to be already in Vegas and you're going to be either in flight or post-wedding or...
I'll probably be all sweaty, dripping sweat from setting up a wedding. So I'm going to try to zap me in whatever Colin's going to do with that. I don't know.
Gotcha.
We'll have to figure it out.
Right.
But I get excited for 2023. I think it's going to be great. Chicago is always banging. I love Chicago so much.
Me too.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Chicago is awesome. Anyways. Okay. So next Sunday, I do have a wedding. I will not be there to cheer on the inductees, and I think we're going to get some behind the scenes from Anahit.
Yes.
Shout out to Poppy Parsons in the flower room. She will definitely, you need to go find her. She will give you some good behind the scenes, the scoop.
Yes.
And I think we're going to even cover the stage getting set up maybe. So
yes.
Stay tuned.
This is going to be exciting. This is going to be awesome. But yes, and the next day Gina will be right side by side with me, and there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
On Monday morning, I will be there.
Sounds great.
I'll be there like, Sunday evening. If you want to say hi, I'll probably be going and giving everybody hugs. Whoever's awake still, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm a night owl.
Sounds
so
awesome.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Well, thank
girl.
you again,
This was
everyone,
awesome.
for tuning in. It
Yeah.
was. I'm going to sign off. We've been on for an hour today.
Oh my, this is the longest one I think we've been on. There's so much to cover, which is why I'm like, I gotta print this thing. I need to go through this. I'm gonna forget
We
things.
did it. We got it. And, if you feel like
Yeah.
you're watching this and you have a minute, we'll be there.
There you go.
We're on Facebook, YouTube, and we did do the Instagram Live. So check it out.
Awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye.